It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the Packers. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. And CD, our quarterback matchup here, it features two of the most decorated guys around. A couple of guys certainly with gold jackets in their future. Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers.
And you always feel like you're fortunate to watch games like this and have things unfold right here in real time because we always want these types of matchups. And being able to watch guys who've been elite NFL quarterbacks for so long continue to do it at a high level, we're the lucky ones.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson, the quarterback who, of course, played his final collegiate season just downstate here at Wisconsin.
Talk about a mixed bag for these fans, right? The Wisconsin fan in them loves seeing Russell Wilson again. 33 touchdowns in his 1 year as a starter with the Badgers. But then again, the Green Bay fan in them, after the 2014 season in the playoffs,
they don't remember him too fondly.
No, not at all. He didn't play particularly well in that game, but down the stretch, he was something else and threw the game-winning touchdown pass in overtime.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time...
Oh, he fakes a spike. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space. And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On first down, it's Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Oh, no. It's a big play there for Green Bay. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Yeah, this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
48.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
48 for Mike.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
We got 4. We got 30. Got 300.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Throwing is Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
To throw again is Wilson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And, oh, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need firework.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Y'all playing the wrong foot.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive.
And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Play action. It's Wilson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Cowboys. And they will need to get this passing game in gear, because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, Dillon. Dillon, a first down and more.
Touchdown, Packers! A.J. Dillon. 65 yards.
And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt, and this one is right down Broadway. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, and it's third down. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On first down, Wilson. It's caught, Cooper. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Wilson's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go play action with Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Wilson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Rodgers running the option right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense. They ain't on our side.
And they get the guard there, Lucas Patrick. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Powering his way forward. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Dillon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Let's go, defense.
Wilson will throw again. And that's Elliott, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Second and 6. At the Packers' 5-yard.
Now it's Wilson. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First down, Cowboys.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
To throw again on second down. Wilson got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this.